Welcome, my name is Michelle Mahoney and I opened my own bookstore. And if you have ever thought about doing it, I highly encourage you and want you to know that you can do it too. A lot of people don't ever actually follow their dreams. They have dreams, they have passions, and they talk about it and a lot, and then they actually never do it. So for me, I'm the other way. I have the dreams and the passions, but I kind of keep it to myself and then I just do it, right? So I really would say that you have to take the initiative and just do it. Stop thinking about it, stop planning, stop doing all the things, and just you actually have to put all of those ideas that you write down or that you watch YouTube videos and actually do it. And I will say, I've seen a lot of videos on here that say how long it takes or the process is too hard and all those. Like, don't let things like that discourage you, because I did my whole process of finding a place, doing my soft opening, and my grand opening is in just 2 days. And I've all done this within like a month's time, maybe even a little bit less. And so I just want to tell you that you don't have to have this forever long process. It can be as quick or as slow as you want it to be, but the most important thing is to just do it. Today, I want to share 5 things that you should know when you are opening your own bookstore in order to get started. So these are things that you probably already would know, but maybe necessarily didn't put them in a format that would get you to going as far as like a checklist, if that makes any sense. I just want to give you the 5 things that I know that you need to have in order to even like establish the bookstore before you get to all this fun stuff. So the first thing is you should know that I am in the state of Massachusetts. And for me, the first thing that I did was I went and actually rented a place, because I wanted to be able to, when I got my business certificate, is to have an actual place of where I'm actually having this bookstore. Now, you don't have to do that because you actually can start your business at home first. So you don't have to have a place. But for me, my story is just like a quick little synopsis. I was driving by one day, I saw the renter sign in the window and there was a number on it. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to look at it, right? Like, let me just go. I actually just pulled in the parking lot, peeked through the windows, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute in there. I love it. And then I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just call and like see how much. And the woman, the landlord that runs it, was actually like, oh, I'm down the street. Let me just come show it to you. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Who do I think I am? Like, oh, I was like, I don't know. And she's like, no, I'll be right there. I was like, okay, this is happening. We came in, she showed me the place, I fell in love. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? Who do I think I am? All the real fear set in. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to go home and tell my husband like that this is my plan and this is what I want to do. He's going to be like, what? I've already done this 2 years ago. And then I was like, no, I can't do it. Like, no. I had a totally different idea. I wasn't like fully engrossed in the bookstore thing because I was just not following my passion. This is my passion. And I highly recommend that if you are somebody that's going back and forth, stop and just go back to your actual passion, because I was constantly trying to put myself in positions that I thought would like make the most money, or that I thought other people thought I should do. And like, I listened to a bunch of other people, and like, I'm actually finally listening to myself and going with the one true passion that like reading is my thing no matter what. It always has been. And so Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this a lot. It's just like, do what's your passion, and then it doesn't feel like you're working. But I've digressed. So needless to say, here's where we are, right? So after I got the place, I signed the lease, I paid my first month's rent. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to go get my business certificate, right? So have a place, whether it's home or a place like this, and then you're going to get your business certificate in the town or city that you live in. For me, it was only $20. It was a very quick process. I went and filled in an application. I told them all the things that I'm going to be doing. They were very excited for me. And then like in a day or so, I was able to pick it up. It was really quick for me. I'm not saying it's going to be like that for every town or city. They might have different things that you have to do. But for me, that was really cost effective and quick. The next thing is you want to make sure that you get renter's insurance. Again, I'm in Massachusetts. That's what we do here. We get insurance so that if God forbid somebody got hurt in my store, I'm covered, the building's covered, everyone's covered, and we don't have to worry about something like that coming where someone can come and sue me or them or whatever. You want to make sure that you're covered, and also all the merchandise and stuff that's in here, I want it to be covered if there was a fire or weather conditions, whatever. So we want to make sure that you're covered. So insurance is super important. The next thing is also for us, it's called Mass Connect, and there's a government website so we can go on and we can pay our taxes quarterly if that's what you choose to do. I actually don't know if that is a choice or not. I just know from my business owner friends that that's what they do, and so I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to jump right on that bandwagon and do the exact same thing. I would rather pay them quarterly rather than wait till the end of the year and figure out all that stuff. So we're doing it that way. So check with your state and see what they do. Now, the next thing kind of piggybacking on that is keeping track of your expenses, your income, all that stuff. I know that QuickBooks is something that people talk about a lot. I am not on there necessarily yet, but I am logging everything into Excel spreadsheets. I am already a person that collects data for my day job. And so it's something that I'm very comfortable with and familiar with. So I use Excel spreadsheets for right now. And then I might transition over to QuickBooks just because my accountant also might think that that's the easiest thing, but find a way that you're going to be tracking those things and make sure that you are actually paying attention to what's incoming, outgoing, what your expenses are, even something as little as like shipping, or if you're on an online website like I am, I need to know what their cut is. I accept PayPal payments, so you have to know what their cut is. Like everybody has to have a piece of the pie, and you want to make sure that you're documenting all that. So when it comes to tax time, you know what you can actually deduct and things like that. So it's super important to pay attention to your finances. The next thing is inventory, right? So for me, I started out with I started out with 540 books, and that was my own personal collection. Like I said, I'm a reader, I'm a book collector. I've had all these books. I mostly had a few of these furniture pieces, but I also have this website or this Facebook group called Buy Nothing for where I live. And in this town, people just give away stuff for free. And so a lot of this furniture is actually from other members of the community that just weren't using it anymore. And so now it's in the bookstore. So this bookstore is so community based, and I love that about this. And I'm really glad that I'm able to share that with everybody. I hope that those customers get to come in and see that, their once old, treasures are now my treasures for the community bookstore. And so that's really cool to do. So I highly recommend being as frugal as possible, maybe going to places like Savers or your local Salvation Army, things like that. I didn't really have to spend a lot on furniture because I was repurposing things. And inventory, I take book donations from people. My dad's definitely doing a lot of good things where he's getting books in his own way, going to garage sales and things like that. Books, I feel like, should always be repurposed, recycled, shared if we can. And so a lot of these are pre-loved, but also you can look at things like wholesalers. I want to be able to do new books and pre-loved books. And so I found a wholesaler called Ingram. And so that's where I'm working right now. So I'm able to get new books in the shop and hopefully get some author signings in the shop and things like that. So there are places that you can go and do those things. So you should do your research on what wholesaler you want to work with, so that if you want new books in your shop, that you can do that. The next thing is you want to make sure you're paying attention to what bills you'll be paying all month. So in addition to rent and your insurance, for me, I'm also paying an internet bill. I'm using my cell phone, but that will also be something that is accounted for a business expense. And then in my state, I only have to pay the electric. The landlords pay for the heat. But like all the lights and stuff that are on, like that's my responsibility. So I took over the electric bill. So you just want to make sure also that you know what your monthly expenses are and what needs to come in order for you to be able to run the bookshop that you're running. Because if you don't know those numbers, it's going to be really hard to maintain your status here. And so I really want to be able to share my journey with you, and I want you to be able to ask all the questions. I know that when I look on YouTube, there is not a ton of bookstore videos that are giving this kind of information. If there is, and I'm just missing them. I know that when you type in things about like books, a lot of author stuff pulls up. And so if you're an author and you're trying to sell your book, there's a lot of information out there. But I feel like as far as bookstores go, whenever I type in like a question, I'm seeing the same videos that I've already seen over and over again. So I want to be able to put out that new content for you. So if you are owning a bookstore, wanting to go to own a bookstore, you have that dream or you're on the journey with me, like let's share and collaborate and get that information for each other. And like I said, like ask me the questions because I am pretty open-ended. I want to be able to share this with you. I want more people to be able to follow their passion and also be able to open up their bookstore if they want to, because I'm still working full-time. I want to put that out there. Like I still have my full-time job. I'm doing this on the side. I'm having night hours and weekend hours, but this doesn't feel like work to me. I wait all day. And I enjoy my daytime job. I do, but I'm so excited to come here at night and have my customers come in and we chat about books for a while and I can read my books and I'm doing the promoting and the marketing and like this is so fun to me. This is not work. And so you want to make sure that you're following your dreams of something that's going to make you feel the exact same way. Like I didn't do this for the money and I didn't do this to have an extra burden. Like I did this because I truly enjoy this and love this so much. And I feel like for me, I didn't want to be 80 years old and someday being like, oh, I wish I started, oh, I wish I tried. I'm doing it. I'm literally doing it in less than a month. And I've had so much support, and some of the most wonderful comments I've ever heard in my life, compliments have been coming my way. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know people felt that way about me. And sometimes it's hard to hear because, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to like intake compliments and accept them. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, thanks. Like, I'm awkward about it. I don't know why, but it's been the greatest journey already so far. So for me, even if it like closed down next month, I would be devastated, but I would also feel so fulfilled that like, here I am, I'm actually doing it. And I was just so sick and tired of saying like, oh, I want to do this and then never actually do it. Like, I'm here, it's happening, we're doing it. And I just want other people to have the same exact feeling, because there is nothing like this feeling. Like, this is so, I still am like having a little bit of that imposter syndrome. Like, who do I think I am? Like, what are we doing here? But it's fading. It's fading quickly, because I'm in here, I'm doing it, it's happening, and you can do it too. And so I just want you to have that inspiration. If from no one else in your personal life, I'm here for you and I'm here for it. So check out my website. If you're local, come in the store, come see us. We're very excited, and I'm just happy to be here. So if I can help you in any way, please reach out, check my email, do all the things, because I want to help you do it too. So thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you again soon.